Hi, my name is Jenna and I am here to walk you through the TRY method. Trauma recovery yoga is something that I found to be helpful, and I wanted to share it with others to hopefully be able to help them too. There are a few key differences between the TRY method and a traditional yoga studio practice. I have as much brightness as the sun will allow me to have today, and I'm not going to be playing any kind of music. I don't happen to be burning any incense or candles. It's really just the idea that I'm going to stay on my mat, and as I'm guiding you, even if we were in a studio, I wouldn't be coming to assist your body, because this is your yoga, your mat, your way. Now, what I'll be doing, however, is talking the entire time. That is called micro-cueing, and scientifically speaking, those of us who have been diagnosed with PTSD, when we sit in silence, our mind unfortunately seems to just wander and find these deep, dark corners of our brains, and that's not exactly where an optimal situation for happiness to be flowing through our bodies. So, the room that I'm in happens to be the outdoors, and it is definitely going to stay bright unless some cloud decides to cover the sun here on Lake Mead. And I would invite you to keep the lights on in the room that you're in. What we're going to do during this flow is just use yoga as medicine. There's no judgment here. I want you to give yourself permission to just do what feels good to your body. This is your yoga, your mat, your way, your rules. And I'm going to speak a lot of science, and I'm not going to speak a lot of Sanskrit, because honestly, I speak sarcasm better than Sanskrit or science for that matter. And if you decide to sit and let me do all the work, it's okay, because yoga is breath. And as long as you keep breathing throughout this practice, then you did yoga. So congratulations. Now, we're going to start with self-regulation, and there are 4 pieces to that. The first piece of self-regulation is orientation. What I would invite you to do right now is just take a look at your yoga mat and the room that you're sitting in, the space that you're occupying right now, and just notice. Orientate yourself to where you're at. Notice 4 colors, 4 textures, maybe the 4 different corners of the room. Notice where your hands and feet are. The second piece is getting connected to the earth, and this is your choice. You can sit with your legs completely out in front of you. You can sit with your legs crossed. There is no right or wrong. We are just tuning into our bodies. And this is the grounding. Part 2 is our grounding, where it's as simple as just noticing your sit bones and your feet, whatever's making contact with the mat. Place your hands palms down on the legs or knees and feel the ground supporting you, just holding you. And separate your hands so that they are just gently resting on your legs or your knees. Now, notice the weight of your body and the heat of your body as it's pressing down on your mat. Notice the center of your body. This is our third piece of self-regulation, and this is centering. We're going to begin to notice the support from the earth and our mat holding us up. Notice your own gentle hands just resting on your legs. There's no reason to point a finger or make a fist. All is well. I am safe. Notice the way your shoulders are going to start to just drop toward the ground, and gravity is going to begin to coax the chin down towards the chest. Closing your eyes signal to the body, I'm safe. There's no reason to look about. Notice how your breath begins to soften. Engage your pelvic floor like you're trying to suppress urine. Press your navel towards your spine and create heat, stoking a fire in your gut as we start to breathe in and out, and we notice a few breaths. We're now in the 4th part of self-regulation, breath. Breath is presence. If you notice your breath, let me tell you, it's the quickest way to calm and the quickest way to just release anxiety. So notice as you're breathing in and out, there's no reason to pant. or have your mouth even open. Just breathing in and out through the nose and allowing your breath to just playfully dance and pass behind the eyes. Allow your breath to clear away stagnant energy in your mind. Inflate your body like a balloon, allowing your breath to slow naturally by just slowly counting to 5 as you inhale and 5 as you exhale. Inhale from the chest, feel those ribs moving together, pushing that navel all the way to the spine, and then releasing. Exhale. Feeling that big belly. Inhale from the bottom up into your heart, feeling the heart expand into the eyes, and from the eyes, letting them cool and sparkle, and then exhale again from the top, and the chin drops, and from the chest, the shoulders drop. Again, inhale from the bottom of that belly, big, proud heart, sparkling eyes, and then exhale from the face, from the chest, from the belly. Just push it all out, and keeping your eyes closed or gazing down at the floor, take a moment to just scan your body. Feeling a few breaths here, noticing the rhythm being created. And now keeping the eyes closed or softly gazing toward the mouth or nose, we're gonna move into some neck rolls. As you inhale, drop the right ear to right shoulder and then head back. And then as you exhale, it's left ear to left shoulder and then chin to chest. Imagine that there is a light at the top of the crown of your head, like a light, just a gigantic flashlight. And as you're spinning your neck at your own pace, that light is just shining brightly in a big circle created by your neck rolling. You may also be noticing here some snaps, some crackles, and some pops. Please welcome them. That is your body, again, releasing stagnant energy that no longer serves you. So as you move, on the inhale to the left ear to left shoulder and back, and then exhale, right ear to right shoulder and down. Try that a few more times at your own pace, and then finding your chin on that exhale down to chest, and just pause. I'm safe, I'm shining, I'm breathing. And now take those neck rolls to the opposite direction. Left ear to left shoulder and back on the inhale, right ear to right shoulder, and chin to chest on the exhale. Not restricting any movement, engaging your pelvic floor. It's a nice proud spine, holding your sit bones nice and anchored to the earth, hearing your breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Let your breath be the music and the movement of your body be the dance. And on your next inhale, you're taking it to that left and back, and then exhaling to the right and chin to chest. And go ahead and pause here. I am whole, I am energy, I am movement. Now I want you to go ahead and inhale and lift your gaze back to center. Take your right hand and raise that up. Separate your fingers as wide as you can and look at your right hand. As you exhale, float that right hand down to your mat at the side of your right hip. And then gaze up at that left middle finger and take that left hand, engaging that pelvic floor again, but just pushing your navel towards the spine, gazing up at that left middle finger. Raise your eyebrows, bat your eyelashes, let some light in. I'm happy, I'm lifted, I'm lit. Look over at that right hand again and see if you can just kind of ease that right hand away from your body as you bend the left arm up and over your head towards the right hand. We're just feeling some arm raises here. We're feeling some space opening in the left side of our body. Maybe you're gonna go ahead and bend all the way down and take that right elbow to the mat. Maybe you don't. But as you inhale, you're lifting, and as you exhale, you're flexing more towards the right. I am vulnerable, I'm opening, and I am safe. On the exhale, take that Left hand down to the mat, near your left hip. Now let's raise the right hand up and over towards that left hand. You can move the left hand a little further from the body now as you inhale to lift the spine, exhale to flex over towards the left. Again, maybe taking that left elbow all the way down to the mat, maybe not, but feeling a nice stretch again. Now it's on the right side that we're opening. Right shoulder is rolling back and down. We're looking up at that right hand. We're batting those eyelashes, letting some light in, clearing away a blue mood. I am silly, I am flirtatious, and I am playful. As you exhale, gaze down at that left hand. The left hand just goes ahead and comes right on up so that the left and the right hand are now going to meet. Palms together. Fold your fingers to where only the index fingers are out. Now, pull in your biceps, reaching for your ears, and as you exhale, press your breath up into the cup that you've created with your hand. Inhale, stretch the spine. Exhale, move your arms as if they were clock hands, the old clocks, over to the 1, to the 2, maybe bending the elbow and taking it all the way to the 3. Just feeling that stretch, feeling what's comfortable for you. We're breathing into the spaces that we're creating. We're letting that warm feeling just kind of sweep in and sweep away stories and tension that we've been holding inside our bodies. Inhaling is a lift, exhale is a flex. Go ahead and inhale back to center. Maybe you need to shake those shoulders out, maybe even wiggle the fingers for a moment. Pull those hands back together, index fingers up towards the sky again. And now we'll go in the opposite direction. Tick over to what would be our 11 or our 10, maybe bending the elbow and coming all the way to a 9. As you inhale, you're reaching up and over. As you exhale, you're pulling down, trying to engage that pelvic floor, keeping your sit bones locked. Inhale, reaching up, and then exhale is a pull. Exhale and let those fingers and eyes just go ahead and float down to the earth, taking a moment to feel that heat you just created in your shoulders. Maybe you're starting to feel some energy here. Knowing that we carry our burdens with us, and almost everyone says the weight of the world is on their shoulders. We're trying to just kind of break up some of that energy. Imagine that you're just breathing into the spaces that feel warm. And again, as I mentioned, just sweeping away the stories and the tension. Take your left hand now and place it on your right knee. Take your right hand and take it all the way to the side of the mat, near your right hip, as you're standing nice and tall. Put that right hand all the way behind your body now, and just feel a nice twist of the spine. You may even look all the way behind you. It's okay if you don't. We are not owls. We do not have a 360 rotation to our necks, but we are trying to just wring out the spine like a sponge of all that stagnant energy. Go ahead and exhale to look as far as you can back, and then inhale, come to center again, but take your right hand now, put it on your left knee, left hand behind that body, pushing your navel towards the spine. Engage that pelvic floor as you turn your neck. Inhale is lifting that spine. Exhale is the movement. Pulling it, pulling it, pulling it, wringing out that spine. Go ahead and inhale back to center. Release the arms, and let's come onto our hands and knees. We're working towards a tabletop position here, but you can have your hands just a little wider than your shoulders. Another way to do this is to have your seat or your bum resting on your heels. Either way is correct. You find yourself in a tabletop position all the way up, or seated on your heels, just looking towards your hands. What I want you to do is inhale and breathe in, and as you exhale, crunch to the right. So you're literally taking your body and you're making that right elbow come back towards the right hip. Your gaze is back towards the right ankle. And then you're coming back to center on an inhale. So you inhale looking forward and you exhale to crunch. Now to the left side. Left towards that left hip, left shoulder towards the left hip, looking back, gazing at the left heel and coming back. So you can make this motion a little faster for yourself. You're again doing it at your own pace. The inhale is looking forward. The exhale is crunching to the right. Inhale is looking forward. Exhale is crunching to the left. Now, just like our neck rolls, you're probably hearing some snapping and some cracking and some popping of your body. But again, we're not breaking ourselves. We're just breaking up stagnant energy, uncomfortable energy that no longer serves us. And we're letting it go. Keep moving at your own pace, your mat, your yoga, your way. And now, inhale back to center and pause here. Exhale, push out all of your breath. And then push and then inhale. But now lift the left leg and the right hand out. Maybe you need to put a finger down and a toe down. Maybe not. But we're trying to find a nice stretch here with some balance. Inhaling is lengthening that spine, and then exhale is just stretching out a little further. Inhale to lengthen the spine, pulling the our pelvic floor together towards the spine, and then exhale is just stretching a little more. Now go ahead and drop your limbs back down. I'm trying, I am reaching, and I am powerful. We're gonna go ahead, keeping those shoulders back and down. We're gonna inhale again, and then reach with that exhale. Now we have our right leg out and our left arm out. So inhale is strengthening that spine, and then exhale is just reaching out, out, out. Setting our gaze to clear away a blue mood if we're looking up for the future, or out and straight. Inhale, and then exhale, bring those limbs back down. We're gonna inhale, and then curl our toes under and kick it back up for a down dog. Now that you're in down dog, I want you to notice how your body feels on the mat. I want you to feel comfortable here. I want you to feel even weight distribution on your feet. Maybe you need to pedal those feet out. Maybe you need to move the hands further away from the feet. Maybe you move the hands closer to the feet. Maybe you're bending the knees. Just make sure that the fingers are separated nice and wide. Your hands are slightly wider than your shoulders. Feet are about hip distance apart. And let your head dangle. We don't want any work in the neck. We just want to keep breathing. Our body, if it's asking us to move, go ahead, pedal your feet and feel the power of this posture. And remind yourself, you've got some greatness. And choice is key here. Just feel your legs and your arms solid and sturdy. I am powerful, I am intelligent, and I am grateful for the time I am giving myself. Now on your inhale, gaze forward and just bring your feet up towards your hands. It's kind of like a forward fold here. And now inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Another way to do this is to have your knees bent and rest your chest just on your thighs. Either way, the weight of your body is on the balls of your feet here. And we are dangling our head. So grab your elbows. Let your head dangle like a rag doll. Again, maybe you have the knees bent and you're resting your chest on your thighs. Maybe you have the knees straight. Whatever makes you feel good. What we're doing here is just waking up the back of the legs and the lower back. We're hinging from the hips. We inhale halfway up. We exhale, forward fold. We inhale and we sweep the arms up. And exhale, bring those hands to heart center. We're going to move into what are known as sun salutes. These are just postures that roll one right after another to build some internal heat. We're going to move quickly through the postures, and remember that choice is what I'm looking for here. So as I call out these movements, you move at your own pace, and you skip whatever you need to skip. You set your own rhythm. You move through this yoga practice in whatever way makes you feel good. So inhale, and let's just reach up, all the way up, and feel nice and proud of ourselves here. I'm doing this. I'm breathing. I'm amazing. And then exhale, I want you to step or jump your feet to the top of the mat so that you can forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands back to heart center again. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale is a forward fold. Inhale is a halfway lift. And then exhale, hands to the mat. Walk, step, or jump those feet to the back of the mat. You're in a high push-up. You pull those elbows in, inhale, and you drop the legs down onto the mat, and you push up, shining your heart for an up dog. Exhale, curl those toes, come back into our down dog. Again, hop, skip, jump the feet towards the hands. Go ahead, inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Inhale, lift those hands again. Exhale, come all the way down into a forward fold. Inhale is a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, kick the feet back. You're in a high push-up, pulling those elbows in. It's a low push-up. Inhale, legs are on the mat as you push up into an up dog. Exhale, curl the toes, coming into down dog. I'm doing this, I'm flexible, and I am strong. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands towards the feet. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bringing those hands to heart center. Inhale, sweeping those arms again up to the sky. Exhale is the forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, feet to the back of the mat. High push-up, elbows in, bringing it down to an up dog as you inhale and shine that heart. Exhale, curling the toes into a down dog again. And rock those I ams. I'm love, I'm calm, I am letting go. Feel some power in this pose. Maybe go ahead and pedal those feet, feeling the strength of your hands and feet on the mat. We have done some sun salute A's. Now it's time for some sun B's. So exhale and take those feet up towards the mat again. And then inhale, halfway lift. Sweep the hands up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart for this. Tuck your tailbone under, and as you inhale, sweep the hands up, but squat down at your knees into an imaginary chair. Reaching up, gazes up. Notice how solid your feet are. Tuck your tailbone in, engage the pelvic floor. And as you exhale, straighten your legs. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, feet to the back of the mat. You're in that high push-up. Elbows come in, low push-up. Inhale, up dog, shining your heart. Exhale, curl those toes, come into a down dog. Now we're not gonna rest too long here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kick up our right foot and we're gonna bring it forward towards the right hand. We're gonna turn our left foot and scoop our arms up. Maybe at this point, you have your knee, the right knee, up over that right ankle, and you have a nice big bend here. Maybe you don't. But with the left foot slightly angled, the right foot straight ahead, the right knee trying to come up over that right ankle. We can open our hips here and open our arms wide. We're in what is a form of a warrior position. You know why? Because we are warriors. Now in this position, I want you to take your right hand and I want you to turn it over, and I want you to imagine that you have this gigantic ball of imaginary glitter. Those of us who are parents or grandparents who have ever been around children with glitter, be glad that it's imaginary because it's not going to make a mess. Take your left hand and put it down on your left thigh. Take a look at that right hand again, that imaginary glitter. This is just a big ball of happiness that we're gonna pop up and over and let it rain down on us. So really feel nice and strong with your left and your right legs, and then just take that hand, that right hand just lets all of that glitter fall all over. It's like a sweeping motion, just raining down on us. Taking a breath here. Inhale, exhale. Go ahead, take those hands down to the mat. Kick the right leg back. We're in our we're in our high plank again. We're gonna pull those elbows in. Now we're up into that up dog again on the inhale. We're curling our toes back into the down dog. And if you decided at some point during this little flow, we were gonna kick that left leg out, make sure the other side gets some help, you were right. So take that left leg up and out behind you, and then bring it up towards the left foot. And we're gonna do this warrior thing in the opposite direction now. So now we've turned the right foot. We have the left foot up towards the left hand. We go ahead and we stand up, trying to see that we have enough distance between our legs, that the left knee is over the left ankle, that our hips are nice and open, our arms can open wide, and we go ahead, we take that left hand and we imagine another ball of glitter. We make sure that our hips are open, our arms are extended out in opposite directions. We line our shoulders up over our hips. I am warrior, I am opening, and I am vulnerable. And on the inhale, we're gonna wrap our right hand around the right thigh. We're gonna reach the left hand up and over, like we're throwing all that glitter over our body, letting it rain down on us. Taking a few breaths here, knowing, thank goodness, we have nothing to clean up after this. Inhale, exhale, and then take your arms, windmill them down towards the mat. Take that left leg, kick it back. You're in your high plank again. Pull the elbows in, down to the mat, inhaling for an up dog. Exhale, curl those toes, and bring yourself back into a down dog. And notice your breath. Rocking some IMs here. I'm on fire, and I am successful. Now go ahead and bring those feet up towards the hands again. We're gonna find our chair pose. So we're here, we're gonna inhale all the way up, hands up. We're going to exhale and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Go ahead, exhale. Maybe you need to shake this out a little bit, bending the knees, whatever feels comfortable. Inhale again, arms up, hands on the exhale to heart center. And then go ahead and bring those knees down for our chair pose again, squatting into that chair. Exhale, those palms are together. We're standing, hands at heart center. And again, inhale, arms up, exhale, hands to heart center, pull those knees again for another chair. Inhale, hands all the way up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, go back into that high plank with those legs back, pulling those elbows in for a low push-up, shining your heart, up dog. Curl the toes, down dog. I am safe, I am happy, and I am powerful. Now inhale with your gaze forward. Exhale, walk, jump, get those feet up to the front again. Let's go ahead, keeping those knees bent. Reach for the sky into your chair pose. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down into our high plank again. Low push-up. Inhale, sweep up that chest for an up dog. And then curl the toes. Exhale into a down dog. Now, inhale again. Gazing forward. I want you to engage your pelvic floor. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. But go ahead and bring your knees down to the mat. We're going to end up with our seat on our feet. We're going to be in a modified child's pose because we've got our body up and our arms lifted. Between your hands, I want you to imagine a biodegradable, eco-friendly balloon. It's whatever color is your absolute favorite. It's clean and it's bright, and it really does want to take off and float away. Now you have a big marker, and take this marker now and just write all over this balloon a woe from the past. Maybe it's the things that have been holding you back, things that people have said to you or you've said to yourself. We're going to let them go today. These are things that you cannot control. You are not responsible for them. So just go ahead and write it on this balloon. Words that remind you of the statements that have been made. Prepare yourself because we are letting go. Let's give it away. It's not your responsibility. What are you waiting for? Let's lean back, holding that balloon up towards the sky. And then inhale. Exhale, let it blow away. Bringing your arms down to the mat and just watching that balloon float, float away. I am letting go and I am free. Exhale, put your hands down on the mat. Kick your feet back into a high plank, all the way down with those elbows into a low push-up. Inhale for that up dog. Curl those toes. Let's get back into that down dog, but this time we might need to just pedal our feet a moment. And then again, bringing those knees back down to the mat. Find yourself with the feet meeting the seat. Lift those arms again. You have a second beautiful, biodegradable, eco-friendly balloon in your hands. Take that marker. This time, think of all those dreams that you've been harboring in your heart. You've got dreams that are building up inside of you. And it's time to write it down and release it to the universe, because secretly you are screaming, I am ready. So on the inhale, lift that balloon up just a little higher. And we're going to release it to the universe on the exhale. We're separating our hands. We're shining the light of our hearts. We blow it away, watching it float away as we take our hands back down to the mat. It's getting smaller and smaller. I am set free. I am receiving. I am accepting. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, kick your feet back. Exhale is that high plank. Then you move into the low push-up with the elbows in. Inhale, shine up. Curl the toes. Exhale, down dog. Rocking some I ams. I am unique. I am free. I am brave. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk those feet up towards the hands. Keeping your knees bent, tailbone tucked in, pulling your arms up into that seated chair again. Hands to heart center. And then stand tall at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. And on this fold, take a moment to take your hands, place them maybe under your big toes. Maybe you place your entire palms under your feet, but you're finding a bind here. And as you inhale, you're bringing the chin closer to the chest and the chest closer to the legs, maybe even bending the knees. Inhale,
is to lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale is bringing it closer down towards chest to knees. Inhale is a lift, keeping that bind. Exhale is just bringing it in closer, nose to knees. Go ahead and release the bind, but just put the hands on the hips, and we're going to slowly lift. Slowly, slowly, slowly. We're going to end up standing nice and tall, but as we, one vertebrae at a time, slowly, slowly pull up, we're stimulating the vagus nerve, and we're calming the sympathetic nervous system. We're basically inspiring a moment of euphoria, kind of a feeling and a release that has been described as the Xanax of yoga. Again, slowly moving one vertebrae at a time until your gaze is completely forward, lifting those arms up into the air. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, go ahead, find the bind again, and then exhale, bringing your knees to your nose, even if you have to bend the knees. We're in this bind again. Maybe you're taking a deeper bind and putting the hands all the way under the palms of your feet. Inhale is a lift, exhale is a flex, moving those knees closer to the nose. Inhale is a nice strengthening of the spine. Exhale, bringing the knees closer to the nose. Release the bind, but take the hands to the hips again, and then slowly bringing those knees to straight, and slowly bringing the vertebrae one little guy at a time until you end up tick, tick, ticking all the way up to standing tall, slowly feeling that euphoria. And then at the top of your mat, you stand nice and proud, right? You inhale, you reach up. You exhale, you forward fold. You inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dropping the hands to the mat, feet to the back for that high push-up. Pulling the elbows in, low push-up. Inhale for an up dog, shining your heart. Exhale, curl those toes. We are back to rocking some I ams. I am peaceful and I am powerful. Now this time, walk, step, or jump your feet literally through your hands and onto your seat. You're gonna find yourself sitting down on your mat. Doesn't matter how far your feet are from your body. What we're gonna do is walk your sit bones forward until your feet can sit comfortably in front of you as if they were a book. Holding onto your feet like a book, tuck your elbows towards your sides and let your chin drop. We're gonna engage our pelvic floor, and as we exhale, we're gonna open those feet a little bit wider, feeling a stretch in the legs, a stretch in the knees and in our legs, keeping our shoulders back and down. As we exhale, we're pulling our chest towards the feet. Inhale is a strengthening of the spine. Exhale is pulling those feet closer towards our face. Our feet are so wonderful. They take us to all these many wonderful places. Inhale is a lift. Exhale is bringing the feet closer to the face. We need to just have some gratitude for our feet. They take us to our friends and our family and the people we love. We need to give some love to them. Exhale, release the bind, and just let your head hang here for a moment. Lift the spine up slowly. And when you can come to a comfortable seated position, bring those knees up and together. We are going to build a boat. Place your feet on the floor about 1/2 leg distance from your seat, and your hands are on the mat next to your hips. We're gonna build whatever type of boat is your favorite. Maybe it's a rowboat, maybe it's a speedboat, maybe it's a houseboat. Let your eyes float towards the wall so that you have something that you can gaze upon and get strength from. Now, another way to do this is to have your feet on the floor and your hands holding the back of your thighs. Either way, we're gonna inhale and lift and lean back. So maybe you're leaning back, holding onto the thighs and lifting the feet. Maybe you're leaning back with those feet all the way out and the legs extended. But you're feeling a shake here, and that's what the boat is all about. The boat is a strengthening exercise where we are feeling a shake, but we are literally not just building our core, but we are allowing that shake to just release uncomfortable, stagnant energy from our body and make room for happiness and nothing but good stuff. Now, that shake is going to start to feel uncomfortable, so cross the feet, take the hands to the mat, feet to the mat as well. Pop your seat up for a moment just to give it a nice little stretch. Seat down, feet uncrossed, arms ready to go up again with our feet. Maybe it's a little deeper. Feeling that shake. We all need it. We all need to evict the negativity and the stagnant energy from our body. Cross those feet, hands to the mat, feet to the mat, pop up your seat. One more boat. So, are you ready? Back in your boat, finding that shake, arms and legs extended. Find your boat, feel the shake. Taking some nice deep inhales and exhales here. Cross the hands, or cross the feet, hands to the mat, feet down, lift your seat. And go ahead, exhale with those hands down. Cross, floating it down. Our hands are on the mat. We're going to kick our legs back, almost into that tabletop position that we were doing earlier. Finding some sturdiness in our hands, go ahead and take those feet and pop them up into a high plank. Pulling those elbows in for our low push-up. Inhale for the up dog, curl the toes, and down dog. Now go ahead, one piece at a time. Bring your knees down, bring your legs down, bring your entire body down to the mat. Let your left ear float to the mat. Feel and hear your heart beating. This may be the first time in a long time you've allowed yourself to notice your heart and feel gratitude for it. It beats for you every day without question. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling the heat we've created. Go ahead and lift your head, turn to the other side so that you can hear from your right ear. Taking some breaths there, I want you to feel and hear that heartbeat again. Now there's an important piece we're going to do here at this time. I want you to go ahead and find yourself in that tabletop position again. Make sure the toes are touching. Bring your seat back to your feet. And we're going to find ourselves in our child's pose. Maybe you can stretch your arms out and you can put your forehead directly on the mat with no problem, so that you can massage your forehead on the mat back and forth. Maybe for you it's more comfortable to take two hands and cup them together and just massage your forehead on the hands, whatever feels good to you. I just want you to breathe in and breathe out, because your forehead is our planning center, it's the logic center, and we need to give just a gentle massage to that forehead to break up and release some of the things that we hold in, things that we've called ourselves, things that others have called us. And here's what I really love. As you're breathing in, I want you to imagine that all of the uncomfortable and unwanted thoughts that have been hanging out in that forehead are paper tigers. And as you inhale and massage the forehead, those paper tigers are basically being lit on fire.
And when you exhale, those paper tigers, they're now ash. And the exhale is blowing that ash right out of your mind. So it's just clearing them away so that happiness has plenty of room to fill that forehead. So one more time, big inhale. Massaging that forehead with a big inhale. And then exhaling to blow those ashes away. So inhale is massaging the forehead, those paper tigers catching on fire. Exhale is sweeping away all the ashes of the paper tigers, allowing all kinds of room for only positive and happy energy to flow. Now, walk your arms back. Sweep your arms out into the front of you. And take your knees. Sweep your feet out, walk your arms back, sweep your feet out. And what I'm trying to get you to do is just find a way where you can comfortably give yourself a squeeze. You can go ahead now and just roll onto your back or find yourself on your back and give yourself a squeeze. Ground those shoulders into the mat now and take the legs all the way down to your mat. And if that's not comfortable for you at this second, keep the shoulders down into the mat, bringing the knees up, feet on the mat, and then just take and pop your feet up so that the legs can go straight towards the ceiling as if you're walking on the ceiling. This little inversion here is so wonderful for when you're having a difficult time sleeping. And even if you're pregnant, it's helpful for the sciatic nerve. But I just want you to keep those shoulders grounded, feet up towards the ceiling as if you're walking on the ceiling. And take some breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Go ahead and drop the feet to the mat. Again, maybe you're taking the legs all the way straight. Maybe you're just bending the knees with the feet on the mat. Pop those legs up one more time, feeling this slight inversion. Inhale, exhale. Bring the legs down, and this time, really do, bring them all the way down. Find the most comfortable position of just laying flat on your mat for our closing meditation. You deserve it. You've worked really hard today. I want you to give yourself this moment. I give you permission. You need to give yourself permission, because remember, this is your yoga, your choice, your way. Taking some nice deep breaths here, feeling grateful to yourself for the moments that you've given yourself today. I want you to take this time, go ahead and softly close the eyes. Start to scan your body from the crown of your head to the tips of your fingers and toes with a beam of light. Notice the energy that you created. Start at your forehead and imagine that there's a flashlight slowly scanning your body, starting at your forehead and your eyes, your mouth, your neck, your shoulders, just slowly moving down your body piece by piece. The elbows, the torso, hips, legs, feet, everywhere the light touches. It's just an unwinding, an unraveling, a melting, and a letting go. As you lay in your meditation, allow yourself to see a gratitude slideshow in your mind. What has made you happy? What makes you happy? As these images are floating through your mind, I invite you to listen to the words that I speak, maybe even possibly repeat them to yourself. May I be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to me. May strength come to me. May harmony come to me. May my family be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May my friends be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May my neighbors be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May my enemies be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. May love come to them. May strength come to them. May harmony come to them. May the entire world be filled with love and peace. Inhale as you reach your hands up. Pull your legs in to give yourself a hug. Roll to one side as you exhale, keeping those eyes soft as you come to a seated position with your arms at heart center as we close our practice. Inhale, exhale. Inhale through the nose, filling that body with grace and gratitude. Exhale, leaning forward. Namaste. Happy Monday, everyone, from Lake Mead. I'll see you next Monday, 10:30 Pacific. And because it happens to be June 22nd, I couldn't end my practice without saying, happy birthday, Amber. I love you and I miss you. Again, thank you for sharing this time with me. Namaste.